Hi, this is Matt Yetter with Sherlock Home Inspections. Phone number is 971-212-7481. Website address is yourinspectionneeds.com. Today's date is Monday, September 21st, 2020. The address we're inspecting today is 3944 Southwest Beaverton Hillsdale Highway, Portland, Oregon, 97221. We are about to perform a video inspection of the property's main sewer line through the roof plumbing vent. The equipment being used today is the Rigid Sea Snake. This is one of the best sewer cameras on the market today. Before we begin this video inspection, it should be noted that some H sewer pipes made out of clay, concrete, cast iron, asbestos, and Orangeburg may be in good working order and may never have had a clogged or sewer backup before. However, due to real estate transactions, attorneys, and lawsuits, Sherlock Home Inspections must recommend the following to meet the current codes. All sewer pipes should be watertight, made out of cast iron, ABS, 3034 or HDPE pipe with all appropriate fittings and couplers. All sewer pipes should be free from breaks, offsets, separations, tree roots, bellies, and party sewers. Sherlock Home Inspections recommends replacing any sewer pipe that does not meet these specifications. Here we go. So it looks like we're getting a bit of good news. So as we are running along the basement slab, looks like we transition into ABS plastic piping. So someone has done some updating. And then we go right back to cast iron. So someone has made a repair. So we are in cast iron piping. Hard to tell which way the sewer pipe goes from just dropping in from a roof vent, but I'm guessing downhill. Stuff usually floats downhill faster. So I imagine we're going to the street in front of the house. We're about 25 feet, so we should have left the basement slab at this point. So right from the get-go, we would recommend having a sewer scope performed every 2 to 3 years, keeping an eye on things. We have an older sewer pipe here, and we'll keep our fingers crossed that it just keeps on going and going. But at some point, this will most likely need to be updated into modern plastic piping material. We're seeing a little bit of marginal pitch through that area, so a little bit of flat piping. As we take the turn, and then it looks like it improves right away. So not too bad, but again, one more reason to keep an eye on things. With the amount of weight on these pipes, with the amount of rain that happens in the Northwest, certainly additional leveling can happen, additional settling, water bellies can worsen. So if issues ever got worse there, then of course some repair could be required in the future. And like I said, we'd recommend keeping an eye on it, just because at some point this is going to need to be updated, most likely into plastic piping. And then also it would be nice to add an exterior clean out, so anytime pipe maintenance was needing to happen, or scoping the line, you didn't have to do it from the roof, could be done from an exterior clean out or a basement clean out or whatever. So it would be great to have a plumber install an exterior clean out at some point. We're going to transition to plastic piping there. So it looks like we're hitting the city branch piping. So this is a transition between trying to clear it by flushing it. So this is a transition between cast iron piping and PVC piping, and it looks like, it's hard to see, there's some fogging of the lens, but it looks like there's some root intrusion there. Very, very minor, but it does look like roots have found their way at a weakened area, a weakened point at the transition into the updated piping. and starting to grow down the pipe. I'm going to flush a toilet, kind of hope that that'll clear the lens so we can get a better look at it. Very, very minor, but it does look like there's some roots starting to make their way in around the pipe there. Yeah, so the roots have kind of made their way in there. There you can see they stop here, so they found their way in and they're kind of growing down the pipe. So I would say the sewer pipe needs some attention at this point. And there's some pretty heavy root penetration there on the back. So someone has made a spot repair with some PVC piping, and roots have found their way in at both edges of that pipe. And then we drop into the lateral, I believe, there at 96 feet. This is the city lateral. So this is the end officially of buyer-owner responsibility. So for the most part, the pipe looked like it was hanging on. Then at an area where someone has made a repair previously, they must not have sealed up the edges very well, or for whatever reason, roots are making their way in there at a weakened area. So there's like a 3-foot PVC splice in the pipe that someone has made a repair, and there's root intrusion at the front and the back end of that. And so the sewer pipe does fail inspection, or at least needs attention. So we'd recommend passing the video and the report on to a drain repair specialist to identify the area. So he'll need to come and identify the area where the pipe has some damage, and then determine what the next steps would be, or suggestions for maintenance or repair or replacement, whatever he wants to do there, whatever he finds or deems necessary for the improvement of this pipe, or the repair of this pipe. But really, like I said, up until that point, even though it's older cast iron pipe, it appears that it was in pretty decent working condition. It was chugging right along. It was older. But there are some root intrusion at both the front and the back of that. So again, the sewer pipe does need some attention. So we'd recommend further evaluation for repair/replacement as needed by a licensed and qualified drain repair specialist.